lifestyle won't stop hustling. But I just
Part book 4, Force, episode 7, season 1, title Outrunning a Ghost. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, grannies and grandettes? I go by the name of the Black Abstract. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. You know the drill. Also, if you're interested in some merch, you could go to iamtrill.com, click on the promo code Abstract, or enter the promo code Abstract on the way out. You get your little something off your order. Got a lot of cool stuff over there. You get an NGE shirt, or a bunch of different stuff, Future Trillionaire shirts. Go check it out. All right, so let's get into this episode, man. This probably was the best episode of the season so far, just because it showed the progression in terms of just what Tommy's trying to accomplish, because we was all kind of like, well, what does he want, man? How does he want to do it? We all knew he wanted to take over, but it's like, okay, how does he want to do it? What's going to separate him from the other players in Chicago who already been there to stay turf, and they're kind of just they got their feet planted already, and we knew he was going to team up with Girl Flynn, and then with that drug, but we didn't know how that was going to get. Well, I ain't gonna say we knew that. I guess we did know that they were laying the foundation and the groundwork for that. But we didn't know how it was going to work with the the product is uncuttable, so we thought, and then two, she's kind of a new fish out of water, so it's like, yo, what do you do with somebody like this? You know what I'm saying? But the episode starts off with bunch of club scenes, different clubs, and we see a bunch of different girls with this Dahlia drug, and they're putting it on their lips, and they're kissing their targets to introduce them to this drug, so they could get people kind of on the bandwagon, and then they'll corner the market. We learned that Tommy doesn't want to sell a wholesale, which is what Girl Flynn wants to do. I'm gonna call her Girl Flynn. That's what I call her. So they kind of got a conflict of interest there. But Tommy wants to cut it and get as much profit as he can out of it. He wants to squeeze the juice out of the headphones, as my man Jadakiss would say. And he wants to keep expanding the project. And he figured, like, if they sell a wholesale, they're going to cut off their nose to spot their face. Like, they're going to sell themselves short, and it's going to be like a fad drug. He also wants to take the glow out of it because, once again, he believes that's a fad. And that's one of the components that's interacting with cutting it is the stuff that's making it glow. So he's like, yo, take that out of here. And it was funny as hell seeing that doctor, man. Yo, he kind of felt bad for her at times. Like, man, they got this poor lady hostage. She don't know what's going on. She's like, I got a date. It was just so much going on. Liliana was even feeling for her. But you like, oh my God, they just got this lady. She was minding her business, going to her car, and it's just like, yeah, you're coming to work with us. Ain't washed her ass, none of that. Just in the kitchen with her bald-headed ass working. So this is pretty much the Holy Trinity, which is Liliana, Tommy, and what's her name? Kate, Girl Flynn. What's her name? Claudia. I don't know why I was calling her Kate. Claudia Flynn. We see the fallout from what happened with Walter and the Serbs last week, and we see that he has protection on his people. We didn't see any blowback from that, or we didn't see them kind of respond to that. But word is on the street that that Walter killed the Serbs, so his name ring bells out here in the street. We see that back at the barbershop, the CIB is congregating and talking, smoking their red for his. And who else was excited to see Reg from The Chi? I don't know the actor's real name, but he played Reggie on The Chi. Who else was happy to see him like I was? I was like, yo. And it's dope because I believe he's really from Chicago, so I love when they got real Chicago. Well, I don't know how they pronounce it. Chicagoans there. I don't think that's the right word. When you got real representation of the city, and Reg naturally just fit into the fray. When he was in the basement with the Bum Boys, and he was like, man, y'all little niggas don't be getting no ass. And they like, what? Bro, I promise you that's how I be talking to my young boys. Out the blue. Man, y'all niggas don't get no pussy. Yeah, man, you crazy, man. I got him. I was like, yo, that's the perfect response. But that was just some nigga. That was just some you smoking. That's some nigga shit, man. This episode was just on some was realistic for the simple fact how they was hanging out in the club. That's really how our young boy used to be. We used to have him gassed up. We showing them all the player shit we doing. They like, yo, man, y'all boys is doing it big. That's how Heem from BMF used to be around us when he was younger. He used to be cool. He was down with us at one point in time, and he used to be like, man, I know y'all was doing it like this. We had a hotel suite with I remember my man got me the hotel suite at the casino for my birthday, and I'm in a hot tub with six whatever. I'm going off tangent, but I just liked how they did that. We see that the young boy who was Tommy's nephew and his brother's son they come into the barbershop and they got an idea about expanding in Gary, and I guess Gary is close to Chicago, which I didn't know. And you know, Diamond doesn't want to hear it because Diamond's just like, yo, we got a good thing, we got the Surge pipeline, we doing good right now. We really don't need to, you know what I'm saying? We don't need to even concern ourselves with nothing like that in the morning. So we got they got a good thing going. They got a good thing going. So he's like, yo, I don't want to squander this opportunity or mess this up. So Jannard is all over it. Diamond's like, nah. And he walks away and they start talking about it still. And then he's trying to press the young boy like, yo, all right, you want me to link you up with this y'all joint? Well, you got to give me some information on timing. Like, what's good? Like, what's up with the info? And it was kind of a lot of loose ends here because they had that particular thing, and then it was no follow up to it. And Jannard's like, he's asking his man, yo, did he text you? I've been waiting to hear from him. He like, no, he ain't responding. But why wouldn't he just text your number directly, Jannard? Like, why would he be texting his man? Like, yeah, of course he gonna text his man, but if it's about some business y'all got, why wouldn't he text you directly about that? You know what I'm saying? Coming to find out, his little man was kind of two-facing him. But I love how he light-skinned young boy was just, oh, you trying to cut me out? And just ain't say no words, just snuffed him, dude. But the little dude, he a little shooter, man. He was quick to pull that pistol out. He was like, yeah, man, I'm freezing you out, man. I saw how you wasn't about that life when when we had to do with the bar. I'm like, nigga, that's his dad. I don't know why he didn't tell him. But I don't, dude is he a little young boy, man. He don't care about nothing. He just care about having fun and shit. So he ain't got no morals. But light skinned dude did warn Tommy too, which I thought was kind of cool. But obviously he know Tommy is probably related to him or something, or has some kind of relation to his dad or some. So is crazy. But it was crazy that they would have been in the same club. Had he got invited, young boy would have been in the same club as them. And there was some baddies in that club too, man. And what I must say, it was some joints in there. Gloria, Flynn is obviously we know he got lung cancers, so I don't know where he randomly got a pamphlet from. We already knew he had it, but he's burning it in the fire. And Flynn, dude, he annoys me so much with that. I got to fix all your shit. It's just like, dude, you don't know what the fuck be going on under your nose. Flynn really don't be having no idea what's going on. He really don't. He really don't. He's just so bullheaded and so old school. You know what I'm saying? I love the interactions between Tommy, Liliana, and the cook. Liliana and the cook. Claudia, Liliana, and I just the fact he kept checking up on her. I really like that. I like this episode. It wasn't a lot of shoot 'em up, bang bang shit. So I know people gonna be like, oh, this episode sucked, but it was just them trying to get this product out and how it got around to everybody, all the players in the game. You know what I'm saying? They went to Diamond, and went to Vic, and went to a bunch of other people we don't know. So that was just the main goal of it, showing what Tommy's end game is. We also see that Gloria left Vic ass, man. She said, I'm getting out of here. I ain't got time for this. She's so hot and cold though, like Kanye would say. She's so hot and cold. So I don't know what's going on. She left to get her mind clear. I thought she was about to go probably bang Tommy again, but she probably got another boyfriend on the side too. You know, she kind of loose in the pants. I'm just saying, she loose as a goose, as my grandma would say. Yeah, she loose as a goose. Fast ass girl. Janiyah has another conversation with old boy, and kind of reassures him, or trying to get some reassurance that he's going to come through. And he does, he gives him that reassurance. But he just talked to him upstairs, and he comes down. So, yo, what's good with that? He like, yo, nigga, I came downstairs. We just smoked. Like, what do you mean? I'm still in the barbershop. Like, Janiyah get on my damn nerve, man. He didn't get on my nerve this too much this episode. I saw his party side. You know, he's just a player. He's just trying to have a party, good time, but he gets so worked up about the dumbest shit. You know what I'm saying? He put the blame on some of the shit on Tommy for everything. It's just like, dude, first of all, Tommy saved your life the first time you met. You probably would have got smoked, to be honest with you. Listen, when Liliana went on that date with the fucking the cook, when they panned over and she was sitting there, I was crying. I thought that was super funny. And didn't even find out she had a date. She said, "Oh, third date. Oh, that's big." She said, "Oh, you wanna fuck?" Then you see the dude. The dude was a fucking square, but I mean, she's a square too, so it was expected. Tommy meeting up with his brother. His brother trying to get in. He's trying to rinse the cash, use the bar to rinse cash. And Tommy not having it. Tommy like, man, you ain't getting. He's like, yo, you like talking to brick walls. When he said that, I was hollering. Like, dude, stop. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I just don't like handouts. I want to work for mine. Dude, you like handouts. And if he's just rinsing the fucking money through the bar, you're not working anyway. Nigga. That's a handout too. I'm not too sure about him. We see Diamond still talking to the reporter lady. And they had a little, their little boring ass sex scenes, man. But hey, it is what it is. It is expected. And then her boobies popped up. I'm like, oh, okay, these is underwhelming. But we learned that she's a reporter, and she's trying to get a story, but obviously she's caught feelings. But her colleague is like, listen, this is going to be amazing. We're going to get a Pulitzer. This is going to be the rise and fall of Diamond, then the rise of him again, and then us sending them back to jail. And she like, what the fuck? She's like, well, the story ain't about that. It's about some other shit she said. And she's like, nope, the story's about Diamond now. I'm like, damn. What the fuck, man? What Tupac say? Instead of trying to help a nigga, you destroy a brother. Like, Diamond trying to keep his nose clean for the most part. I mean, he's still hustling, but for the most part, man, he's just trying to cut his little hair in his barbershop that never got no customers. I don't see why he don't never get them. They can at least make it seem like he get customers. I don't know. They choose not to do that, though. We see Flynn put a tail on his daughter, talking about, and when he's talking about, yo, what are you gonna do when you gotta kill somebody or something like that? I'm thinking in my head like, bro, she didn't put just as much work in you in the episode. She definitely tied with the brother. You got probably one more over her that you done put down in the show, but she been knocking shit off, and she been burying the bodies. Like, she ain't no slouch. And Tommy made her bury by herself tonight, I think, too. He was like, they're sitting in the truck waiting for you to take them to to the cemetery, to the woods. That's what he said, to the woods. I'm like, this nigga shady. We see the old boy get caught following Tommy. Tommy hit him up like, yo, what you following me for, cuz? And old boy like, yo, you know what I mean? Just keep your strap on you, man. You might want to watch yourself. Pretty much giving him a heads up. And Tommy like, yo, what's going on? Why you telling me this? And he was like, yo, man, I got my reasons. And yeah, so he wound up looking out for Tommy and shit. And I can see him probably joining Tommy after shit hit the fan. So what Jeezy say? All these free agents better build your team. I'm quoting mad rappers today. What's wrong with me? We see that the doctor cannot get this cut right. And he's praying she can. And he's like, yo, she get it. Liliana's like, yo, I don't think she's gonna get it, but in the event that she doesn't get it, what are we gonna do? Like, she know too much, you know what I'm saying? And Tommy like, man, I remember sitting there, he's like, man, she'll get it. And sure enough, she wound up getting it, actually. I thought that was pretty dope. Memories cold in the coldest winter. So I went over that scene. In the club was great because that's when Janiyah got introduced to it. And, he a little fucking drug addict, freaky mo. He like, yo, what is this? Next scene, we see him popping old girl in the car, beating those cheeks in. Like, well, it wasn't really like that. She was riding him. But anyway, she was cold too. He like, yo, I need this. I want in. She gave him the sample. Yeah. It's crazy because I was wondering, like, how did they get in contact with him? Tommy walks in and he see that the one of the girls is kissing Vic, and he's thinking what I'm thinking. She's trying to get her brother in on this because when they made the vote to cut it, she got outvoted. So she figured if she could bring Vic on this, the only way he would come in is if he actually what's the word I'm looking for? If he actually used the product and got the effects of it, he would come in no problem. So I guess that's what she was thinking. Tommy sees that, peeps that, and confronts her, and she kind of like, no, I just want to know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking like, dude, you lying. You lying through your teeth. And they know pretty much right there where they stand with her and that they can't trust her. But listen, when the guys were outside waiting, I knew for a fact they were going to get killed because that's just how no camera work, how it is. But I thought the Serbs were going to do it. And then, Serb move. I don't know. I thought something else. But then I saw Tommy. I'm like, oh, shit, what the hell he killing for? But I guess because, I don't know, they might have had orders to hit him or they probably just would have had him on the radar. You know what I'm saying? And then this is like, yo, she met with such and such. And then the father probably would have figured out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it was crazy. Outside the club, we see, like I said, light-skinned boy came up, snuffed his man out, duffed him quick, fast, and in a hurry. Excuse me. And he put that pistol. He's about to take one more life. The nigga Red's like, yo, man, put this gun away, man. Yo, I really love Reg on this show, dude. I don't know if he really a street nigga, but he portrays one very well. I will say that. But yo, he's like, yeah, I'm freezing you out, blah, blah, blah. And I thought that was his man. But hey, man, it ain't no honor amongst thieves, man. That's the saying goes, man. We see that Janiyah decides to meet up with Janiyah actually gives the vial to Diamond, and he's Diamond don't want nothing to do with it. But Janiyah tell him like, yo, it's the best high. Pretty much convinces him. And Diamond, I knew he wasn't gonna take it because I'm like, he don't do drugs. But he actually has a sit down with Tommy and asks Tommy if he knows anything about it. And Tommy obviously plays coy because these are the people he's trying to get in pocket. He wants everybody in his pocket from this drug. And sure enough, Tommy right then and there knows that it's getting traction, it's getting around. I love how he played that though. It was pretty sweet. We see Janiyah meet up with the Gary, Indiana representative, and it's none other than Freddie Gibbs, punk ass. I don't like him for some reason. And his eye was looking crazy. I'm like, what the hell going on with his eye? I guess he was in a war or something and lost it, or he slipped, fell. I don't know. They say he kind of crazy now. But Janiyah gives him kind of like entry or entry bribe, I would say, a bag full of some keys, and tells him thank him. He thanks him for it. Flynn and Vic meet and have a conversation about Gloria. And he's just pouring his heart out to his pops and shit. And I love these interactions between his two. First of all, the actor that plays Papa Flynn is an amazing actor since Sons of Anarchy. As much as I hate his accent, I actually love it too, man. It's like a true Irish accent. I don't know if he talks like that normally, but if he does, then shit, it's authentic. You know what I'm saying? But Freddie Gibbs at the end of the meet, he's like, yo, welcome to Gary, Indiana. So it's going to be some new characters getting developed and some new drama with that as well. At the end, they finally get the cut that they were looking for. And the way the doc walked away, I was like, yo, this about to be a bad batch. She about to bunk these motherfuckers and breeze. But Tommy was smart. He made her snort it with everybody else just in case anything happens. Or he could try to find out, if she was really down for him. At the end, she says, I'll be back tomorrow, too. I'm like, okay, she getting a kick out of this shit. Or she just saying that so she won't die. I don't know. But at the end, they're all smiles and giggles. And everything looks peaches and cream. Listen, decent episode. I like it. I enjoyed it. Anything I miss, post it in the comments below. As always, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you like my review, if you did not, then you obviously have no taste. And I hate to see what your girlfriend or boyfriend or significant other looks like. No, I'm just joking. But till the next time, peace.